All right. Okay, here we go. Episode 13, Taylor Neely Show. This time for real. Guys, friends, Neely Nation. Uh, Tragedy has befallen me, us here at Taylor Neely Show. A big oopsie daisy happened earlier, and, well, we have to adjust. Sometimes things happen that are unexpected, that we weren't foreseeing to happen. We weren't foreseeing it all to happen. And what are they? Well, I recorded 50 minutes of what was supposed to be episode 13. And, well, what happened? What happened was it crashed. Adobe Audition crashed right in front of my very eyes. And I lost 50 minutes of what would have been episode 13. I'm not saying it was good or bad. It was fine. But the hard work I put into it, the 50 minutes of effort I put into episode 13 are gone. They're gone for good, and I don't know where they are. And why did that happen? Well, I don't know exactly, but what happened last episode, I lost 8 minutes of the end of the episode, and I don't know where I lost it, but it was gone. And I couldn't find it anywhere, so I searched high and low all over my computer for it, and I couldn't find it, and it was gone. It was gone. Nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found. Without a trace, it was gone. And so what happened this time was in Adobe Audition, I went down to the preferences and had it start saving the cache to my hard drive, and that seemed to make the problem worse. So it just quit out. It said Adobe has encountered an error, and when I hit OK, it was just all gone. And the file is there. The 50-minute file is there, but it's gone. It's somewhere that I don't know. It's in there maybe, but it's gone. So that is something we have to reconcile with. What the heck is... And now I simply do not understand what it's doing, but I'm not going to ask questions because then I uninstalled Adobe Audition and reinstalled it, and it's saving its cache to wherever it's saving it. And I will need to go in and delete it at some point, but for now, we'll leave it as is. I don't know, but when this is happening, if I keep looking over at it, it's going to keep distracting me, and I'm not going to be able to be in it not going to be able to be in what is required of me, the flow state of doing a podcast. And so that is where we're at right now. That is what I'm dealing with. That is what has happened. I have adjusted accordingly, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. I took a nap and I let it record for an hour and a half just to see if it would encounter an error, and no error was encountered. So hopefully wherever this is saving to now, it is fine. Maybe in the future I'll have to clear the cache wherever it's saving to on my computer, who knows where. But nonetheless, we continue on, because sometimes you have to make adjustments in life. Sometimes you have to adjust for things that happen. Lots of things happen in the world, and adjustments need to be made. I'm lucky that this is the biggest tragedy that's ever happened to me in my life. Other people face much bigger tragedies in the world. There's crazy stuff going on in the world right now, and I'm lucky I don't have to... those don't affect me directly at this moment in time. You know? There's crazy stuff going on in the Middle East, Hamas, Israel. It's so sad. It's too bad that is going on, and I'm lucky I don't have to directly deal with something like that. My problems are of my own making. Usually, as an alcoholic, my problems have been of my own making. And my problems right now are of my own making. I've been feeling I just haven't been feeling myself these past few days. I haven't been feeling 100% Taylor Neely. Audience of Taylor Neely Show, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I haven't been feeling 100% myself. And what could that be? I don't know. Things haven't changed much. I went on a little bit of a vacation in North Carolina this past weekend to visit my friend Blake. Him and his fiancée. He asked her to marry him recently. She said yes. He did hold a gun to her head, so she didn't really have an option, but she said yes, so they're getting married. And I think that's beautiful. Love is a beautiful thing. I myself, I don't know if I've ever truly experienced love. I've experienced lust. I've experienced lust of another human being, but probably not love. Not true love. I don't know. Maybe I'm incapable of it. But maybe I am capable of it. I was texting I had a conversation with my friend. We did this Barbie roast, and after the roast, I was saying, like, man, maybe I'm meant to be alone, some blah, 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 woe is me nonsense, is what I was saying, some woe is me nonsense. Because I can get into some woe is me nonsense. I was in some woe is me nonsense today. I was sitting here like, I don't know what to do. I don't know, and then I watched some adult entertainment, and it felt a little bit better about myself, but still, I was in my woe is me nonsense, and I gotta get out of that, man. I've been in the woe is me nonsense for a few days, since the weekend, kind of. I don't know what set it off. Last Friday, I was getting real spun out about this solo podcast I had to do, and it just really spun me out and made me feel the most anxious I've felt in a while. And hey, am I just destined to repeat this cycle again and again, where I feel good for 3 to 6 months, and then once I hit that mark, all of a sudden I'm like, oh God, I don't have $1 million, I don't have a Ferrari, I'm not getting externally fulfilled, and I'm not seeking God anymore. I'm seeking whatever Taylor wants, and now I'm uncomfortable in my own skin, and the only solution to being uncomfortable in my own skin is to drink, and then we're back to square one. And I just simply do not want to get there again. I simply do not want to get to a place where a drink seems necessary, because I don't think I have impressed upon myself how dangerous and utterly insane it is for me to make the worst decision of my life sober, stone cold sober, and that is to drink. That is a bad decision for me to make. That doesn't end well. It hasn't ended well ever. For me, to drink is to die, and not a physical death, but first it's the death of everything I like in my life. Finances, relationships, material possessions. They're all gone, and finally, that's what I need to do. I'm sitting here. I'm in my life just trying to figure out, what do I need to do? Do I need to do another podcast? Do I need to put out a clip? Am I not creatively fulfilled? No, alcoholism is ruling my life right now. I am not 100% satisfied with where my life. I need to make a change. I need to make a change in my life right now. I'm going to go to a meeting tonight, and I just need to be honest with how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I want to drink because this is what I'm feeling, and I need to kickstart myself out of this, okay? I can, too. I can kickstart myself out of this. I can go do what I need to do, and what I need to do tonight is go to a meeting. I need to start calling more guys, and here's my thing. Here's the thing that is just annoying to me is I don't want to do that. I don't want to do the things I need to do in order to stay sober. I don't want to do those things. I want to do what Taylor wants to do, and those make me feel better. Those are the things I want to do. I don't want to get outside of myself. I don't want to help other people. I don't want to be of service. No, I don't want to do those things. Those don't serve me. But you know what they do? If I do them, they somehow do. Being of service, being helpful, it somehow helps me. So tonight, guess what? We're going to get to prime time. The meeting I'm going to go to 30 minutes early because I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of getting into a rut and then acting like I don't know what I need to do to get out of it. I know what I need to do to get out of it. And I know this is hilarious, raucous stuff right now, but this is me talking through what I need to do. What I need to do in order to... I've been down on myself for some reason, and it stops now. It stops now. Taylor Neely takes control of his life. He takes back control of his life right now. Okay? There's no reason that I should be feeling down on myself at all, because life is good. My life is good. My life is great. Maybe I'll go to a meeting and I'll hear what I need to hear. And that's kind of where I'm at. It sucks when I go on vacation and I kind of don't feel in it the whole time. I feel and my friend was kind of feeling, he said he's feeling chronically fatigued. And I kind of also felt chronically fatigued, you know, and I'd like to blame it on caffeine, but maybe it's the fact that I have closed out God from the party. Because for me, the key is God and connection with other alcoholics. And my thing is, I get real wrapped up in what I'm doing, and I'm not achieving wild success. I'm not achieving wild recognition. I'm not achieving wild adoration. And I feel like I'm not getting the respect I deserve. And so what do I do? What do? What do? This is what I do. What I do is I then subconsciously start to think things aren't going my way. If only we'll take it to the AA analogy, if only the actors would do as I want them to do. And they're not gonna. So, and then we'll go to an open mic after. And it will all be fine. It will all be good. I'm having a lot of feelings around a lot of things right now, and everything is okay. I'm waiting on money from a client, and I'm just a little bit, I'm just a little bit, I don't even know. I feel like I have this extra emotion sometimes. I feel like I have this extra emotion in my body that other people don't have, and I'm sure they do. Maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's fear, maybe it's probably fear. It's fear that things are not going to go my way. I'll never be a success. And I'm like, oh, moving to Austin will help. But guess what? If I move to Austin, it will probably be more of the same, just a little bit different. It'll be more of the same in a different way, but still similar to what it was before. I don't know. I think this rainy weather also does it to me. It's been raining recently. It's been a little bit chillier than usual recently. It's fall. Fall is here. Fall has entered the building. Fall has chokeslammed summer out of here. As an umpire would say, if fall was an umpire and summer just got out at a base in a baseball game between seasons, fall is saying, you're out of here. That's what fall would say, because summer's gone. It's October. Summer been gone. Summer has been gone. 1.52 terabytes free. That's right. That's what we're saving to. 1.52 terabytes free. Now that looks like it's saving to my hard drive, which is good. Who knows? Maybe I worked out the problem. Here's the thing. It says TNS episode 13 forreal.sesx. And it's almost sex with an extra S crammed in the middle there. I need to focus up. I need to get right by my feelings. I am very much, I get distracted easily. And I need to focus up. If I want this podcast to ever be anything successful at all, I need to focus up. Because fall is here. Fall is here, and pretty soon it's going to be, October is right around October is here. October is here right now. October is driving the car. What I meant to say was Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Halloween is truly right around the corner. And Thanksgiving is right there. I love this time of the year. I love because Halloween is, I really don't celebrate Halloween much anymore. I'll go to I'll do a Halloween parade or something. I guess I'm going to play Keith in the parade. That's why I can't get a haircut. Thank you for helping me remember that, guys. That's why I can't get a haircut, because they want me to be Keith in the little 5 Points parade or something. They want me to play Keith from the Righteous Gemstones. Now, I've seen the first season of the Righteous Gemstones, and I haven't seen any more because it's hard to get me to watch a TV show. It's honestly really hard to get me to watch a TV show. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about so many different things right now. Here's another thing I'm thinking about right now is doing a podcast right now is very similar to doing open mics at the beginning of comedy, because some will bomb. A majority of them will bomb and they won't be great. But I get moments, and eventually this podcast will be better than it was at the beginning. And right now, if it's bad, that's okay. It's not supposed to be good at the beginning. No one's good at anything at the beginning. No one is good at anything at all at the beginning. If they are, crazy nonsense. I mean, I'm at 16 minutes. That's crazy. Who can talk for 16 minutes? Every person I talk to, they're like, I couldn't talk for an hour straight. And guess what? I can't either, but I do it. I'm in here. I'm in my home studio. I set up and with my softbox light shining down on me, my green screen behind me that's probably got bees or candy or sticks on it or something. And that's just how we roll here at Taylor Neely Show. Home studio, Taylor Neely Show. Set up for success. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to set myself up for success. But sometimes, while setting yourself up for success, you also fail. I'm going to a meeting tonight. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to go to a meeting tonight. I'm excited to have a plan back in place. Because when I get feeling like this, it feels like a kind of depression. Maybe that's what depression is. Maybe as I've gotten older. Can depression develop as you get older? I don't know. I don't know the answer to these things, but I think it's yes. Because here's something I've realized recently that maybe develops as I get older, and that is alcoholism. I'm Taylor Neely. I'm an alcoholic, and I have a podcast about that. I have a new tattoo on my arm. It's Jesus. It's Jesus. Why did I get it? Because I thought it looked cool. It's a little bit bigger than I meant it to be, but it's there now. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So I guess I have to get my arms all tattooed up all the way. I guess I have to do that. I guess them's the rules. But I'm fine. I'm in a good spot in my life. Everything's fine. Okay? Things are good. I'm going to go to a meeting, and I'm going to feel better. And it's what we're going to do tonight. I need to get out of this self-loathing, bold crap that I get myself in. I don't need to drink over it. It's God. I get so just Taylor's plans. Here's honestly what I feel. I'm like, I'm a handyman, but I won't be a handyman forever. I'm just going to try to get by being a handyman until stand-up comedy really takes off, until being a comedian on the internet takes off. That could never happen. That could honestly never happen. I look all around me, and I mean, do I work hard? I don't know. Sometimes I think I work hard, but then other times I don't know if I do. Other times I don't know if I work hard enough. Other people are probably working just as hard, but in a different way, and I don't know. I can only work hard in the way I know how to work hard, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. So, we're going to keep trying to work hard. We're going to keep trying to work hard and do the things where God put us on this green earth to do. I need to be more helpful. I need to be a more helpful alcoholic to other ones around me. So, that's where we're at. That's where we're at with all that. The 18 minutes of all that. So this is things I am been on my mind right now is I'm done smoking. I quit. I can't do it. Maybe a cigar here and there, but cigarettes, done with them. They totally fuck up my voice. And same with vaping. It totally fucks up my voice. And it makes it more raspy than usual. I mean, you think my voice is raspy now? Imagine when I'm smoking. And if I've been like smoking a cigarette a day here and there, if I've been hitting a vape here and there, I have the most cravings for nicotine like the 3 days after, and then it goes away. And now I haven't had nicotine. Well, I stole some off a friend last night, but that's the only puff I had was last night. It was only once. And I only did it two drags off of Elf Bar or whatever it was, the new whatever an Elf Bar, the new version of Elf Bar. They're not Elf Bars anymore. They're like BC 500. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Taylor no longer smokes. And my cousin said he has a good philosophy for smoking. He's like, I quit right now. Just a mindset. You got to just be in the mindset of quitting all the time. And sure, I'll have a cigarette here and there, but I quit. I don't smoke. I'm not a smoker. So that's where I'm at. But I just wish smoking looks so cool. I mean, in a movie, they can make smoking look so tasty. I mean, the way someone drags on a cigarette and then exhales the smoke, man, I want to eat that cigarette. I want to take a big bite out of that cigarette. And I don't know, I just think, I don't even know what I think, but I think so. I'm an alcoholic I'm a egomaniac with an inferiority complex, as someone says, and I'm just trying to. It's like I don't even know where I'm at right now with what I'm trying to do. But it's like there's something I'm doing in my mental state that I took the pill this morning. I think I don't know. I'm talking about finasteride. See, I get so off topic so easy by myself, but hey, that's the nature of the Taylor Neely Show. I am just I need to let go of any expectations of how anything might go, because it's never going to go the way I expect it to, and it's always going to end up. It's always gonna the final outcome of any circumstance it's never going to be exactly how I want it to be. And I'm good at recognizing that. I don't know anything about myself, man. I am so unsure of what I'm thinking about. Like, I feel like I am on a infinite hamster loop of ideas, and like an infinite paradoxical hamster wheel of like, oh, here's this affirmation, here's this platitude, keep it this idea of like doing things in AA, but I'm like, am I just doing this ultimately doing it to make myself feel better? And I think I just got to let go of that. And I'm looking at my new tattoo right now and just seeing what the heck is. It is the way it is. I don't know. That's a big yawn. That's a big kind of yawn. It's a big kind of a yawn, like a big cat yawns. I think I'm looking at my phone too much. I want to put my phone away. And here's the other thing. I look at these people that have achieved success, say comedians, because I'm in comedy, so that's what I follow the most. But they're like late 30s and their 40s. I'm 27 years old. I'm still but a boy. I'm still but a boy in this world. I wish I was a man. I'm still but a boy in this world, but I wish I was a man. And I just gotta let go. How can I let go of anything and everything that I build up these ideas about things? And see, I'm talking in circles right now, and I don't like that. And I think it's stupid. And I'm like, Taylor, you can't even talk right and articulate how you're feeling sometimes. Why would anyone want to even listen to this podcast when they're hearing the same thing on a loop every 15 minutes? But that's why you come to the Taylor Neely Show, is to listen to the same thing on a loop every 15 minutes. And maybe that's just how I am. Maybe that's how I'm destined to be in this world, is feel good for, maybe I am depressed. I don't know. But like, I feel really great for 4 weeks. I'm on top of the world. Things are going great. Whatever. And then like, and then for a week or two, I'm like down and I feel it. And I want to drink a little bit. And that's like and I feel that on the way back from North Carolina, especially, just a little bit, not insanely. I'm not going to drink, but I can feel the whispers of wanting to drink in my body. I can just, it's a feeling. I get it in my mouth almost waters, but it doesn't, but it's also in my, it's just like a feeling of anxiety that's like, it would make this feel better. 6 Miller Lights and some methamphetamine. That would make this feel better. And it would for a little bit, but it would make it feel way worse, and it wouldn't solve a single thing. So we're not going to drink. We're going to live in recovery. I'm in recovery for alcoholism. The more I'm in this thing, the less I understand about it. And I was trying to, here's something else about me, is I try to explain, this is a comedy podcast, don't forget about that. This is funny. I'll try to explain something to someone, and I'll think it's this big, profound thing. And when I say it, it's way shorter than what I anticipate it being. And I don't get the satisfaction. I get more satisfaction in my head of like, this is a good idea. I think this is really going to rock the house. And then I say it, and it's like, yeah, I agree a little bit. But it's just, maybe I'm spoiled by laughter. Maybe doing comedy in front of people, that laughter is such a specific response that if I am, it's such a specific response, and then I feel it in me, the other person laughing. It's such a loud, big, obvious response. That's something profound someone says. If I say something profound, I think I say something profound, and their reaction is like, yeah, that's right. I need them to be like, that's so profound. That's some philosophy right there. And I don't know. I took philosophy in high school, and I dropped out of that so quick. I was so bad at it. It was so much reading. I've never been a reader. I tried to be a speed reader, and I just don't like reading. Reading feels like so much work to me. I'm not good at it. It doesn't. Reading just does not do for me what I want it to do. And so, that's that. Sorry, I'm thinking about another thing right now, too. Got distracted about, like, what happens when I do a podcast with two people. When me and Drew do Sober Boys podcast. You can find it anywhere you get podcasts. You can follow me on Instagram at Taylor Christian Neely. Oh, just crossed. I mean, oh, man, we're rocking. We're rolling with the followers. They're going, they're crawling. They're crawling at a snail's pace up, but we're gaining them. It doesn't matter. None of this stuff matters at the end of the day, but I honestly tell myself that to feel better, but it really does matter. I mean, I do get satisfaction out of gaining followers on Instagram, but I'm kind of sick of looking at Instagram, scrolling, like when I'm in the car on the way back from Wilmington, Wrightsville Beach, back to Fayetteville, North Carolina, just being on my phone in the car. I don't like that. We're going to look back on phones and be like, this was bad for us. This was so bad for us. So anyways, I'm done smoking. Holidays are around the corner. I have one big tire on my truck, and the rest are a little bit smaller. Waiting on my client to send me my money. They must be busy, I guess. I mean, I texted her, but maybe she'll never pay me, and I'll have to take her to court, small claims court. Oh, man, someone is suing me for a worker-related thing. I'm not going to go over it much, but I think that has caused me a lot of stress. Now, what happened, it's a little bit bogus, but who knows? It's not worth talking about on here because it's a legal thing, and I probably shouldn't, but there's lawyers that will handle it, and maybe it will be fine. Everyone I've talked to about it, they're like, it'll be fine. It's bogus. You're going to be A-okay. I'm like, I hope so. I hope so. So, we're at the point in the podcast where Taylor thinks, where do we go from here? I feel like I'm at a point where I don't know where to go next. There's no direction with this thing. That's the thing about podcasting that's interesting is I have to it's like a conversation I'm having with myself, I guess, but I'm just talking at no one. And I've done it this is the 13th episode, and I'd say for a podcast just starting, we're doing okay. I mean, there's nowhere to go from here but up. And even if this is awful, even if everyone that listens to this hates this, at least we're trying. At least we're trying. And after this, at least I get dinner. We're 30 minutes in, baby. I've done it. I mean, who else can say they've done 30 minutes of this podcast? Who else can say they've done 30 minutes of Taylor Neely Show? It is a lot easier to do with a person. Because I'm by myself right now, and it's going fine. I think I am feeling a little bit down as far as, like, I feel like, I don't know, this is comedy related, but I kind of do different comedy, and I sat down and tried to write last night. And I feel like I have major writer's block as far as comedy goes. It's hard for me to sit down and write lately. I feel like when I started comedy, every day I would be driving in my car or truck, and I would, like, an idea would come to me, and I would jot down that note. And now I feel like I actually have to sit down to write. I have to sit down in order to get the ideas out. I have to sit down and write them, and they don't feel like good ideas. When I used to it would feel like inspiration would just strike me like lightning. It would strike me, and I would type it in my phone. It would be a silly little idea, and then I would try it out, and that I feel like the juice I had for that was squeezed. All the juice I had for that had been squeezed. And I feel maybe that's just the development of how I do comedy. Is the ideas I have to squeeze harder. I have to sit down and squeeze, as opposed to there being a lot of juice in there. And so that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, honestly, with that. I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope you're enjoying your life. Maybe I feel like I'm out of silly ideas. What if I'm out of silly ideas and they're gone forever? What if I've gone through all my silly ideas and now I have to talk about real stuff, like being an alcoholic and using to have to smoke crack and doing drugs with people in my family, and what if I'm just in a different place in my life? And I don't want to be. I don't know. I don't know what I want to be. My brand is, man, someone was talking about certain people at Laughing Skull. The comedy club in town where I am not passed at and never will be. I refuse to be. I don't want to be. Why would I want to do that? That doesn't sound fun at all. It sounds like a club that once I'm in, it's spoiled. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. What I'm saying is, I think I have a lot of doubt in the things I say. I think I just have a lot of doubt in the things I say. And I don't know if I've even said a single insightful thing this podcast, but that's why we're doing it, because I just got to wade through the waters of this podcast until eventually we hit a waterfall, and the waterfall goes down into a pot of gold. And the water is coins. So who knows, maybe at some point we'll discover something. But we're doing it. I got to have more pride in the fact that I'm just doing it, that I'm trying my best. Okay? I'm just one man with one mission, and that's to, I don't even know what my mission is. My mission is to, I guess, try to be funny, but not try to force being funny, because there is I don't know. I guess I feel like myself, I can be a funny guy. But then I doubt myself. I'm very hard on myself. That's one of my big character defects, is I'm hard on myself, and I set up these expectations for myself. I set up these goals and these expectations on things I need to do, and then when I don't do them, something as simple as the dishes, something as simple as cleaning the apartment, and then when I don't achieve those things, when I don't get those things done, then I get mad at other people, and then I feel like I have these expectations and I've been saying this for a minute now, and I feel like when I start saying things, it doesn't make sense to me anymore. So maybe I need to start saying things like, man, I'm not rich, and that won't make sense to me, and then I'll be rich all of a sudden. That'd be nice. Maybe I'll win the lottery. I gotta play to win. Got to play to win. If you never play the lottery, you never win. If you never win the lottery, then you're just not going to be wildly rich. Man, winning the lottery does sound fun. Winning the lottery does seem like it ruins a lot of people's lives, but I think I'd be fine. I think I'd be good. What would I do if I won the lottery? I mean, what do? What are the rules for winning the lottery? What are the things you should do? You should probably, so I was talking to my friend the other day about this. What about, if I win the lottery, you take 10%, spend it immediately? What's 10% of $700 million? Say that's the payout after taxes. It takes away everything. 700, wow, that's a lot of money. Times 0.10 equals $70 million. Spend $70 million right away? What? No way. That's so much money. What to do if win lottery Reddit? Blake case explains what to do in detail if you ever win the lottery. I'm excited to see this. Well-written description. Can't believe, how many large winners end up bankrupt or dead, and detail on what you should really do. I'm excited. Here we go, guys. This is what you should do if you win the lottery. You just won the lottery. Congratulations. Blake Class. Interesting. Now you're fucked. No, really, you are. You're fucked. If you just want to skip the biographical tales of woe and some of the math-taxed protagonists, skip on down to the next comment to see what to do in the event you win the lottery. You see, it's something of an open secret that winners of obnoxiously large jackpots tend to end up badly with alarming regularity. Not the $1 million winners, but anyone in the 9-figure range is at high risk. 8 figures, pretty likely to be screwed. 7 figures, yep, painful. Perhaps this is a consequence of the sample. The demographics of lottery players might be exactly the wrong people to win large sums of money, or perhaps money is the root of all evil. Either way, you're going to have to be careful. Don't believe me? Consider this. Large jackpot winners face double-digit multiples of probability versus the general population to be the victim of homicide, something like 20 times more likely. Drug overdose, bankruptcy. How's that for irony? Kidnapping. In triple-digit multiples of probability versus the general population rate to be convicted of drunk driving, the victim of homicide at the hands of a family member. 120 times more likely in this case. Ain't love grand. A defendant in a civil lawsuit. A defendant in felony criminal proceedings. Believe it or not, your biggest enemy if you suddenly became possessed of large sums of money is you. At least you'll have the consolation of meeting your fate by your own hand. Don't worry, but if you can't manage it your own, don't worry. There are any number of willing participants ready to help you start your vicious downward spiral for you. Mind you, many of these will be friends, friendly neighbors, or family. Often they won't even have evil intentions, but as I'm sure you know, that makes little difference in the end. Most aren't evil, most aren't malicious. Some are, none are good for you. Wow. There's a lot of this. Man, this is something I should read in my own time. What should you do? Let's see. Let's find something. What should you do? So what the hell do you do if you are unlucky enough to win the lottery? This is absolutely the most important thing you can do right away. Nothing. Yes, nothing. Do not declare yourself the winner yet. Do not tell anyone. The urge is going to be nearly irresistible. Resist it, trust me. Immediately retain an attorney. Get a partner from a larger national firm. Don't let them pawn off junior partners or associates on you. They might try. All law firms might, but insist instead that your lead be a partner who has been with the firm for a while. Do not use your local attorney. Yes, I mean your long-standing family attorney who did your mother's will. Do not use this guy who fought your dry cleaner bill. Do not use the guy you have trusted your entire life because of his long and faithful service to your family. In fact, do not use any firm that has any connection to your family or friends or community. Trust me, this is bad. You want someone who has never heard of you, any of your friends, or any member of your family. Go to the closest big city and walk into one of the national firms asking for one of the trust and estates partners you have previously looked up on martindale.com from one of the largest 50 firms in the United States, which has an office near you. You can look up attorneys by practice, area, and firm on Martindale. Decide to take the lump sum. Most lotteries pay a really pathetic rate for the annuity. It usually hovers around 4.5% annual return or less, depending. It doesn't take much to do better than this. And if you have the money already in cash, rather than leaving it in the hands of the state, you can pull from the capital whenever you like. If you take the annuity, you won't have access to the cash. That could be good. It could be bad. It's probably bad unless you have a very addictive personality. If you need an allowance managed by the state, it is because you didn't listen to point number 1 above. Why not let the state just handle it for you and give you your allowance? Many state lotteries pay you your allowance by buying U.S. Treasury, blah, blah, blah. Man, you aren't going to get even remotely the amount of the actual jackpot. Take our old friend, Mr. Whitaker. Using Whitaker as a good model, both because of the reminder of his ignominious decline and the fact that his winning ticket was one of the larger ones in record. If his situation looks less than stellar to you, you might have a better perspective on how large your winnings aren't. Whitaker's jackpot was $315 million. He selected the lump sum cash up front, which knocked off $145 million, leaving him with $170 million. This was then subject to withholding for taxes of $56 million, leaving him with $114 million. In general, you should... man. All right, I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Winning the lottery seems like it might fuck you, but the advice is take it. Hold on, we'll talk about this one. We'll be right back, and we're back. All right, guys. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket because it's up to so much. Let's see what it's at. Mega Millions. Wow, lottery jackpots. October 10th, 20. Oh, did anyone win? Draw games. High jackpot alert. Yeah, I know. When do they draw, though? When do they winning numbers? Tuesday, 10:10. View big winners. What? Next drawing, Friday, 10:13. All right. I thought it was Ooh, no. When did they win? What? Oh, man. Can I play online? I don't know. Download Georgia Lottery mobile app? What? I can just play on my phone? That's crazy. Can I really? Can you still win? Ooh, 2.9 stars. I don't know about that. Okay, we'll do that later. That was good podcasting right there, wasn't it? Well, guys, it is good to see that this episode is, it's not canceling out. It's not there's no error encountered, and we might be okay. It was awfully frustrating when it didn't happen. It happened. When it did, it can encounter an error. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. I mean, but really at this point, the goal is to just get clips because no one's listening to the full thing. And why would you? Why would you listen to the full thing when you can just get clips? Oh, why would you listen to the full thing when you can just get clips on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts? Why would you listen to the whole thing unless we encounter an error again? And in that case, I'm going to punch someone. I'm going to punch. Look at me. I haven't punched anyone ever in my life except for that one time at the playground when that friend was being mean to when that guy was being mean, that guy Tyler or Ty or whatever his name was. He was being mean to my friend Wes. And then we were walking away and I couldn't take it anymore. What were we in middle school? I couldn't handle it. I had it up to here. So what did I do? Me and Wes were walking away. I was like walking away and it was like, that's it. And then I ran and they were still on the playground. And as I was running, I was going to punch him in the face. And I ate shit in the mulch, just belly flopped in the mulch and scratched myself up. But I was committed. And I got up and still ran at him and clocked him right in the face. And he's like, this isn't between you and me. But I still stood up for my friend Wes. I punched that guy in the face, and that's the only fight I've ever been in, except for the other fight that one time in college where I drunkenly went to. This was funny. In college, I went to Ohio University, and I went to Big Mama's Burritos, and what did I do? I was doing homework. I got drunk. I went to Big Mama's Burritos. I got a burrito, and I walked out of the burrito shop. And these guys were like about to fight on the outside. And for some reason, I wanted to be in the fight. So I was like, whatever. So I like posted up against these guys. And then they just started beating me up. And I dropped my burrito. And they were punching me. And then I saw the burrito on the ground. And I grabbed it. And I ran across the street. And I think they got a few licks on me. But I got the number one lick, which is I got a burrito out of the whole deal. So, hey. Hey, hey, can't complain when you get a burrito out of the deal. Huh? Hey, if you right there, you upset me, give me a burrito, all square. We're good. Problem no more. So, but then a police officer pulled up beside me because he saw what was going on, and I told him that those boys were beating me up. And then I guess the police found whoever it was, and there was a court case. I kept getting like court things in the mail, and it said like I was a witness or whatever, and then I just kept not going because I didn't want to, and it was funny enough for me to, you punch me in the face, you got to show up at court multiple times. So anyways, that's that. I am going to go get a lottery ticket tonight because it is funny. It is fun to, oh wow, call Star Bar. Do I call Star Bar? No, I'm good. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to get on, so why would I? Maybe I'll go and hang out, but I got other stuff I can do. I can go to the Comedy Hype Mic and get better at comedy. It's just annoying to, there's a thing I got to do is call into Star Bar. You call into Star Bar at 5 o'clock on Thursdays, and then you maybe get on. I've done Star Bar twice, and it's been decent both times. But apparently the guy that runs it hates my comedy. And that's just what I've been told. And maybe that's not true, but someone told me that, and I'm going to believe it. So I can be resentful at that man. So I can be mad. And why am I saying this on a podcast? Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Not a bunch of people will listen to this. It's certainly not going to get back to that guy. It certainly will not. If it does, if he wants to talk to me about it, tell me why you hate my comedy. Tell me why. Honestly, I'm kind of at the point where I hate my comedy too. So I get it, brother. I get it. My comedy stinks. My comedy is a bunch of silly things that don't even make sense to me anymore. It doesn't make any sense at all. But hey, we're trying our best. We're trying our best out here. What more can you ask for? What more can you ask for other than trying our best? If I won the lottery, what would I do? If I won the lottery, I would, if I won $500 million, I have someone that might have a wedding. I have people in my life that have weddings coming up. Guess what? You get a lot of money as a wedding gift. That'd be a good gift. Like $1 million. Give someone $1 million. Wow. I'd do that. I'd give a lot of my family money, give friends money. I'd buy a nice car, obviously. Probably buy a house. Probably buy all the toys I want. Very nice golf clubs. Go get a golf fitting. By the top of the line golf clubs. Just because I can. Oops, 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock on Thursday. It's Thursday, isn't that crazy? Yeah, but I guess money kind of ruins your life if you get all of that at once. Because you don't work for it. What else would I do? Maybe buy a zoo. Probably have to buy a business so you can invest in stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. It's fun to daydream. It's really fun to daydream about winning the lottery because it just feels really good. It just feels really good to daydream because the daydream feels so real. That's the kind of daydream that feels so incredibly real is winning the lottery because it's like, what would I do with all that money? It'd be crazy. All right, that's enough. We've done enough here today. Guys, I love you, Taylor Neely Show. I technically did almost 2 hours today, so cut me some slack. I'm cutting it off early today. Love you. Bye.